What's up, guys? I'm at Overland Expo in Flagstaff, Arizona. I'm at the Oregon TrailR booth, and hopefully you guys saw my video of this trailer last year because it went skyrocketed to like 800,000 views. Hopefully a million here pretty soon. But yeah, we're back again. And Jonathan, introduce yourself to the world if no one doesn't know who you are right now.
I'm Jonathan Christensen, half of Oregon TrailR. My brother Sawyer is the other half of it. This is the trailer that we brought here last year and outperformed any of the other videos that we've seen around it. We brought it back.
So for the guys who don't know what this is, if they didn't see it, what is this?
This is our Drop Alpha. Boom. Sorry. So this one is a real simple trailer. It's built for off-road though. Coated in this bed-lined exterior. It's got an off-road suspension, off-road chassis built under it. Everything you absolutely need and nothing that you don't.
Yeah,
really is the motto.
It's like a bed on wheels, and it's tiny. You don't need anything else.
Like a trail kitchen or a chuck box of some kind. You still get your kitchen stuff, just not under a door.
Yeah.
And so fully functional for the right person.
So the cool thing about it is you can start off with this for a very low price, right?
Yeah.
Bare bones. Like, what would it be bare bones?
Bare bones version of this starts at $5,500.
$5,500 and you're out, gone.
As this stats, it's not that. This is, you know, a little over 15.
Yeah.
For a full outfitted unit. But we have lots of room in there to customize it for your needs, your budget, and what you would look at.
That's the nice thing about working with you guys. You can do everything custom.
We're a small enough company that we can talk to you and say, and you can tell us what you need, and we do our best to outfit it that way.
Cool. So let's move on to the new things now. Since we saw this last year, click on the video of last year if you want to see the detailed video. But we're going to show you all the new stuff now. What do you got?
And then our channel, we're going to have footage of this just yesterday, or actually maybe the day before. Anyway, the instructor for the off-road course towed this very trailer through the boulder field and up and over. Anyway, it did really cool.
Oh, cool.
Performed flawlessly. It was real impressive. We had a lot of fun.
I'll put a link to that video below this video.
That's a fun one. Yeah.
There you go.
We come around. This is our Terra Drop. This is not the alpha version. It's our kind of our standard Terra Drop, but fully off-road capable. It's got a laser cut chassis, really nice. Stainless steel parts are all the wear items. We've got some new stuff to go along with it. We're using new double 45 brake fenders instead of your traditional Jeep style. What that does is it gives us a 90-degree plane here to do these really improved deflector steps.
Oh, that's smart.
So, these are
if a log comes by, it could just deflect it right off.
Yeah, and also it ties into the body, the frame, the fenders. It's just really stout. These are laser cut, folded, CNC folded stainless steel, and then powder coated. And the reason we use stainless here is eventually, you know, powder coater on sharp corners will eventually chip a little bit, but it won't rust underneath.
Nice.
So the wear items like that, we do out of stainless.
What are these slots for?
So I can show you on the other trailer, the slots are for a ladder step that locks in and gives you a little extra footing, a little easier trip into the trailer.
Nice.
And then, so inside we're showing the same kind of package we did with Drop, where it's a cargo management system. It's a rubberized textured mat lined with E-track, so you can strap down any kind of big objects, coolers, camp kitchens, whatever you need to bring. Locks in place, won't move. When you get to camp, pull that stuff out, slide the bed back over, fully set to sleep, and but you got to bring along the extra goodies.
That's the nice thing about going with these teardrop trailers. They're cargo haulers. Right, you're not sleeping in them. Put all your stuff in there.
Yeah, you can do it different ways. If you're doing like a road trip, long road trip, where you're just going to stop and go, leave it at bed, you know, and that way you just climb in and sleep. But if you're destination camping, you can just post up, set up camp, and then go wheeling around the area. This is a great way to do it. You get all your gear. It's inside. It's protected from the weather on the way, and then you pull it out, and you got your bed.
Very cool.
Yeah. Then if we walk around to the kitchen on this,
roto packs.
Yeah, I've got dual roto packs on this. So 8 gallons of auxiliary water, 16-gallon main tank. So the total system of 24 gallons on this.
Wow.
Yeah, this is just a nice line. It's not getting into too heavy, but it's enough to get you through, you know, several days of conservative use. Same standard package stuff. You got your marine grade faucet, your water sprayer just like at home, stainless steel sink. Storage underneath, battery compartments back here, which is on a mobile sled, so the battery can come out into the space for any maintenance or replacement. This one is built without the built-in stove, but we'll see that option on the next trailer that we'll look at. We did redesign our cabinetry a little bit for this year. We always offered the drawer, but it used to be behind the cabinet doors, so you pull those out and then pull. Where this one, we've integrated it all into single plane and kind of kept the styling, but interrupted it with the hand hole. So we really like the way that, that new thing happens. Power distribution center happens behind the cabinetry. That's where all of your DC fuses, your battery
box.
protection, your AC breakers, charge control center, and converter all live in the same house. Real nice product, made in the U.S. Haven't had a single failure. Yeah. So
I like how you have a cubby here for all your external
exactly
spots.
right. Just
radios, whatever.
anything you need. It's just a place. Horizontal services are key.
Yeah.
In this kind of space trailer, make use of everything. Every bit of space has to be.
I notice I'm camping right now, and all my everything that I charge, my phone, my kids' toys, whatever, it's all charged up on a shelf.
You got it, exactly.
Very cool.
So this one we brought with just the 12-volt socket here. You can put little USB power plugs in that and all kind of thing. But we can do multiples. Like you'll see in the other one, we've got USB voltmeter and 12 volt and 120 all grouped together. So real nice and functional. Let's see, let's walk around. This one has our standard doors like we do in the dewdrops. Same kind of cargo management type curtain options, which is nice. These things flip up to still let you use the opening window but maintain a level of privacy. If you don't want it there at all, they just simply pop right off.
Easy peasy.
Give you access to the full view of the window. The mirrored panel in the middle it makes the cabin look a little bigger, but also is the access to get behind the electrical distribution stuff that we saw. That's where all the wires come together. A lot of the electrical systems live, so if ever maintenance is required, that little perimeter of screws comes out, mirror pulls out, and you have access to everything. Nice. You know, more horizontal surfaces slide out underneath the main closets. It's good for you setting up an iPad, cup of coffee, whatever your needs are. Yeah.
Is that an LED light bar?
That is. So
very nice.
Turn on the controller for that. We do our cabin. This is our favorite way to do the cabin lighting because as you lay down, it's not in your face. It just reflects off of all this surface. And the color temperature of these lights is in the same range as the color of the wood, so that it really does a good job of reflecting all that light around. That's aided by the fact that those LEDs are very wide beam angle, 120 degrees. So even if you're sitting in front of it, you don't get shadows. Yeah. It's very reflective and ambient light.
I see you got a fan up there as well.
Yeah, it's a 3-speed reversible, thermostatically controlled, fantastic fan. Good product. We really like it. We go with the flat lid tops. They give you a little extra space to open the lid underneath whatever you have on racks.
Speaking of that, you got a nice beefy rack up here.
Yes, we do.
Let's go check it out.
This is like that other trailer, the Terra Drop, but this is
wow, look at this baby.
Alpha.
This is nice, man. Look at
this
that.
is like we were talking about, this is a removable step that can slide into any of these little pockets, and it just gives you a nice strong way.
Oh, to get on top. Oh, yeah.
Right. Or even in the trailer.
Yeah, that's something to note too. It's nice that you can use these flat fenders as a step up or as a shelf to just put stuff on.
Functioning rules and this kind of thing.
Absolutely.
It looks good too, to be honest.
I think it looks better.
Yeah. So this one we have our side table mount. So this is a legless, double gusseted nesting side table. So when this pin pops out, these two legs fold flat, nest together, and the whole thing stows under the footwell, becomes invisible. You pop it out, sets up in minutes.
You can tell you guys are carpenters as well.
Yeah.
That's a nice looking setup.
Thank you. Yeah. And then so again, nice 4-gallon rotopacks, accessory water, but also a way to portage from a stream if you need to. Same kind of cabinetry as you can tell with the stove here. Nice thing is, when you're not using it, it just folds up into the cabinetry, so you have full access to your countertop. You need to cook, simply pops down.
It's really compact too. I like how instead of sliding in, it folds in. Yeah.
Simpler. We've got a propane tank mounted on the side here that feeds it. It's very simple, very effective, low maintenance.
Oh, I see right here, yeah.
You got it. Pops right through into the regulator, straight out into the stove. So as simple, fewest fittings as possible, less maintenance to worry about in the long run.
I like the galley.
Yeah.
This was
very nice.
So this is a normal cooktop that you would regularly put into a counter, and we laser cut and fab these housings to make it work on the back of our cabinet door like that. Then we've got heat shields here and here to protect the surface finish of the wood.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, you know, if you got a pan sitting here, your flame is going to put a lot of heat out to the side. That protects the wood finish. And then this little bend here keeps it from damaging that edge, and by the time the heat gets up here, it's diffuse enough it doesn't cause any issues.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And you even have some protection here.
Isn't that cool? Yeah. This is mostly a design element, but also the tensile strength of this stuff is off the charts, so it really helps keep the shape to have it fully wrapped like that. It won't. The spring back issue is what it's called. Doesn't affect it.
I've never seen this kind of setup here.
Yeah. So what that is, these are marine hatch springs.
Wow, that's a first for me. I didn't know about those.
Yeah, they work great. Purely mechanical system.
Love
and we
it.
do put a stainless cable inside so that it won't overextend in the wind.
Oh, it's like a
Right.
limiter.
It's a limiter, right? So
Nice,
it only
nice.
goes so far before it maxes out its movement.
Very
which is
smart.
important.
Very
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah, you don't want that lid flying up and
Mhm.
stuff. Under here we have more managed storage, or general storage rather. And what people do with this generally is stacking tubs. So you'll have your plastic tub that has your utensils, your plastic tub that has just whatever what you need to bring along, stack them in there, and that's your stuff. Back here is your battery compartment. Back here is your plumbing access to all the pumps and the wire fittings and everything. What we do with our water system is none of the fittings hang down below the tank or accessible all from outside. It's all inside the body of the trailer, so it's protected. Won't get snagged on things as you're wheeling. The tank is not the lowest item on the trailer, and it's custom rotomolded for us, so we designed it with chamfered edges. There's no hard shoulders to fetch on, and it's held up with like TIG welded aluminum straps that keep it nice clamped up under the body.
Very protected. That's nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So we've got edge lighting from up here, which is a nice way to ambiently light the galley lid.
Yeah.
And then for fill lighting, we put a strip above too. So when you're sitting here, there's nothing in your face. There's nothing ruining, again, your night vision. It's just good usable light. This is RGB and warm white, fully independent. So we grab our remote, we can turn off white, leave red, dim it independently, bring it in, bring it out. Red's really good because it doesn't affect your night vision as much, but also doesn't attract insects as much.
That's
you
right.
get far fewer insects coming in with a red light.
That's smart.
Yeah,
I like that.
You got party modes, disco mode,
Yeah,
also too.
disco.
But really, the functional part is having the ability to do red, and then mix in the warm white, get the color temperature, just for whatever it is for you and your preferences.
Nice.
Yeah. But then you have it on a hard switch so that the controller isn't constantly eating power, listening for that remote.
Yeah.
It's also memory though, so whatever was on last, you turn it back on, it's doing the same thing as we had the last setting doing.
Very cool.
So up here, we've buried some more of those rock lights in the side of this, so I can independently turn on side lighting here. So if you're, out in the woods and you're cooking and it's dead dark over there, you can change that. One side or the other side, both sides. With this coating, we get to be a little extra creative and inlay some of our branding, and we really like the way that turns out. Right, and we've got that nice handle in the back.
Oh, you got LEDs back here too.
Oh yeah, reverse lights,
2-inch
area lights. Yeah, so the nice thing when we, this is a clamping lock, so you can see that retract when we close it. Keeps everything super nice and sealed up. Open these up, and you just lift until it locks. When it clicks,
cool.
It's done. Yeah.
Close it here for a second. So, one of the things I really like about this trailer personally is, I was in the military, and I had a Hummer in the military. This reminds me of a fastback Hummer.
Yeah,
this really does look like that.
Similar style.
That's very cool. I don't know if you're going for that look, but that's what it looks like, and it looks really cool.
I think that a lot of your really outfitted off-road rigs kind of adopt that styling element, and I like that, and I like to match it and complement it.
Yeah, very cool. And I see you guys have jacks on here too to level everything out.
They just nest right into the chassis. So as these pop straight up, they come flush with the frame basically, and then they pop straight down. They work great for stabilizers. They'll also level the whole trailer. I think these are 7,500 pound each capacity.
That's
so they're massively overkill, but that's good. And if you want to lift the trailer significantly up, you pop a rock under there, or bring along a piece of firewood or something.
Like most guys do.
Access as you need.
Are these TIMBREN axleless?
They are, and they're the HD long throw variety. We also spec these in with a higher durometer rubber than they normally come with, because what we've noticed is if you go with a soft rubber, they eventually squish out a little bit. You start with the harder durometer rubber, it ends up working out exactly the way you want. It works in over a little bit of time, and it becomes perfect. And as you can see here, this is the main rail tucked up into the body, but then the tongue extends all the way from the coupling element, and that's what actually attaches to the suspension. So all through this part, it's basically a 4-inch bar instead of just the regular 2. It's very, very strong all through that front element to carry the heavier load. And if you'll notice, our new laser cut stainless tongue gussets, the point of the tallest point of it lines up perfectly where the tongue exits the body. That's the highest stress riser in the whole frame, because that's where all that force is pinioning and accumulating as you're wheeling down the road. Yeah.
That's amazing. So this thing is built for being bashed on rocks. I mean, you can survive really going deep in the backcountry.
that are hanging down like that, wear items, are stainless. So again, if you chip the powder or anything, it's not going to rust out and become an issue.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, so we've got recovery loops on this trailer welded onto the chassis, so you can extract the trailer if you ever get into a spot that you can't get out of. You know, most people aren't going to need that. However, if you do need it, sure is nice. Everything is tied in with that TIMBREN suspension too. So where it attaches, it's basically a 4-inch solid member there, and then they tie together, which keeps everything in plane and trim, and it really helps lock those things into their given position and make it perfectly square.
Do all your trailers use TIMBREN, or is it an upgrade?
All of our off-road trailers use TIMBREN.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Gotcha. Very cool.
Yeah, our street trailers generally use torsion axles, although we can upgrade to the TIMBREN as well, because the honest truth is the TIMBREN works better everywhere. It's not just off-road. They handle excellent on the street.
Yeah.
So it's just a general upgrade that allows you to do off-road better also. So I guess first thing we should do is look around the front.
Yeah.
This one has
front to back.
Yeah. So this one has this, what we call a tongue box, but really what it is a extra interior closet. So it's interior storage that bumps out into the exterior space. The way that you'll see this coating works with this is there's 0 seams anywhere.
So there's no way to leak.
Encapsulated everywhere, underneath, over top, on the sides.
Yeah.
We build the body totally separate from the chassis, so it gets sprayed and fully encapsulated, and then mates the chassis. And that way, there's no weak points, there's no places to separate, there's nothing.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Now, does it come in different colors? Because I know in the other video people asked about that.
Well, feel that. Does that feel like a black car to you?
It's funny because people had mentioned about the heat, right?
But it doesn't feel hot though, right? Not
no,
really.
no.
Not like a black car in the sun.
No, it's not that bad.
And then especially if you open it up and feel the inside of the wall.
This actually doesn't even feel hot at all.
I know, right? There's something about the material. And if you feel on the other side, it doesn't transfer heat across the plane. It has pretty incredible insulative value.
I'm inside here right now, guys. I can tell you it's not an oven in here at all. The fan's not even open. I don't even think, is that vent open?
It's open a little bit,
or maybe that's helping because the vent, because it's not hot in here at all. That's nice.
Yeah, and it is also available in gray and silver and white. So then the other part about it is those are the native UV stable colors that they offer. But you can have this thing painted with any polyurethane based paint. So you can bring it to an auto shop and have it match your car. This is our custom door. We saw on the other Terra Drop the standard door, which is your your straight rectangle with soft corners. This is one that we make. So this is double sealed. The other nice thing about this coating is, look, no trim, no transitions, no sealants. It's all one fluid solid piece here. Yeah. So as the seal goes on, that's just super stable. And then we have a mating seal here too, so that when we close this, it's double seal. And you can tell how this just seals the body. We put this to the ultimate test on the way here. As we're going through Reno, or near Reno, massive rainstorm. I mean, the kind the windshield wipers cannot even come close to matching. Rain all the way up onto the side of the roads. We were legitimately worried about flash flooding.
Oh no.
Made it through, not a drop of water anywhere in any of the trailers.
Nice.
So it's a tried and true, really good sealing system.
Very cool.
And this is bigger than your standard door. So the normal doors are 26 wide. That's what most everybody uses, 36 tall. This is also 36 tall, but it's 36 wide. So you've got just pretty big 10 extra inches of not pulling your knees close to your chest.
I appreciate that because I'm a 200-pound guy.
Right.
And you're a big guy. You're a big guy. You're a big guy.
2+.
Yeah. So that's nice. That's nice that we can fit in here, no problem.
Even I can get through the big door or the little doors, no problem. And I've been sleeping in the trailer, the standard ones. But this is easier. It's nicer. It follows the line of the trailer perfectly. Nothing wrong with either door style. This is obviously more expensive as the labor is quite a bit higher than just popping in a pre-made. But it's worth it for some people, and other people prefer the regular. They both seal great. They both look fine. This looks more fine.
Options are always nice.
You got it.
This is obviously so you can lock that sucker when you're on the inside.
Yeah, so what we found is if you try and close it with this, you can, but you're pinioning this way a little bit, so you're kind of fighting yourself. So if we put the strap around here, it's much easier from inside of the cabin to close that door. Just a much better grip. And these are just your standard Jeep style web handles, but they work phenomenally.
Yeah, because you're trying to basically overpower that seal.
Exactly. In fact, we're trying to overpower a double seal.
Oh,
because we really want. Yeah, you've got this mating element which mates the body, and then this element which mates the door. So it's a lot of gasketing to overcome, so you want to have a grip, and you want it to be a nice tight interface because that's what gives you your seal.
Nice touch.
Thank you.
Cool.
Oops. Then it has a little plunger thing here in the sockets of the door. You can have it stuck open, and even against wind gusts. We're using nice, solid stamped stainless steel hinges. These are really high quality products that aren't going to wear out on you or rust or get nasty looking.
Yeah, that's something I've noticed camping now is these doors on any camper, they'll always catch the wind, whap, and fly open. It's good you have something to protect.
Yeah, protect against that, but also lock it in
and lock it.
Stay open.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then this rack, is there anything different with this one than the other one?
So the other one was a little bit taller. So this is a different product.
I see.
It's a squatter, but it allows us to have this really nice low profile platform. The safari basket up here, we're putting in E-track loops on there so you can really secure strap down.
That was that thing we saw over there, right?
Same kind of thing, but this is just a single stainless version instead of the row of them that we put inside of the cargo management part for the
You can ratchet stuff down.
You can ratchet stuff down real tight and solid. It's not going anywhere.
That's nice.
Yeah, and then you'll notice there's the vent lid is actually passing through the top of this rack, and that allows you to get really nice use. Now, if you pack something right over the top, obviously, the vent will still run into it. But if you're careful about how you pack, look up here. There you go.
There we go. So you can actually open the vent right through here.
Right through there.
If there's nothing packed on top.
Yeah, I mean, you pack in all your stuff when you get to camp. Just remove that spot, and then you get your full access to the vent, and you get full access to your storage as well.
That's a nice little touch.
Thank you. Yeah.
Very good.
So this is good for things like Pelican boxes, and spare tires, and hijack lifts, just anything that's not traditional rack mount that is lashed down. For traditional rack mount stuff, your awnings, your tents, your bike racks and canoes, the regular rack's perfect. It's everything you need. But if it's gear, this is great.
Yeah. And what is that, a solar panel up there right now?
Currently, we've got a solar panel just sitting up there and tied right in. This is our interface, just an SAE plug. We like to use the ZAMP solar products out of Bend, Oregon, which is local to us. And good stuff.
Nice.
So our philosophy on this is don't attach the panel to the trailer because you're trying to get in the shade. That's what I'm trying to get.
Yeah, put your solar panel in the sun and your trailer in the shade.
Exactly. So, we just use extension cables. Right now, we're coming right off the panel because we're keeping this close. We're kind of parked out here in the open. But you put a 25 or 50 foot extension cable between, get your panel where it needs to be, keep the trailer in the comfort of shade. It's obviously solar input. We've got high current output here, so if you want to power a fridge outside, you can plug it in. It works great. Shore power input here for when you plug in, it's automatically charging, it's automatically lighting up all the electrical systems. Nothing to switch around or buttons to push, it just happens. Let's see. All right, a couple of extra things that we have put into our newer models, not just the Alpha, but all the models at least that have the custom door like this. We're using these really cool, we call it the door skirt, but really it's a pleated piece of boat fabric, so it's waterproof, and it keeps your bedding from flying out and getting into your seats.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's just because if that happens, it's really hard to tell if that happened, and then if it does, it's a wick, right? You're gonna get your bed wet. So this is a way to prevent that, and it's pleated so you can get in and out of it without messing it up.
Yeah, because if you had wood, it would be very uncomfortable.
It would be very uncomfortable also,
that's
right?
Smart.
This is just a way to kind of serve all those needs. And then if you end up with grit in here and maybe you're not getting an effective seal, it's a last barrier against getting your bed wet.
It's a backup.
Yeah, right, it's a backup system that really goes a long way to making sure everything stays nice. Even if you mess up a little bit, it kind of saves the day and keeps your bed dry.
Nice. Very nice.
These, this is just a purely aesthetic touch, but normally these are an after-the-fact kind of sticker or glue-on thing. Under here, it's actually under the coating and stuff.
So now it's kind of like bonded in there.
It's bonded in there for permanent. And it's kind of cool that it's all becomes texture on the trailer. It's a little bit subtle, but also there. Nice little stuff.
Nice.
All right, so we're inside of the Terra Drop Alpha cabin now. Very similar to a standard Terra Drop. This one's been outfitted with a few extra goodies. We've got our main switch here for our what we call refractor bar light. This is an in-house lighting solution system. Same thing we talked about in the other one. But down, the next switch is going to turn on our USB outlets for charging. And then the next one down is going to turn on our voltmeters for battery maintenance and monitoring.
Oh, that's nice.
And we've got your 120 volt. Now in this particular trailer, we haven't built in an inverter. We can, but in this particular trailer, that will only be live when you plug in shore power from either a generator or shore power from a campsite if it's available. In the front, another differing thing, we saw that tongue box from the outside. This is how it works on the inside. So you can kind of gain access to it, even when you're laying in bed, that doors don't come out and hit you in the face. And it's just an extra way to store, he's got a bunch of stuff in here, but it goes down a good 6 inches. It's about a foot deep, and it's about 18 inches tall.
Oh yeah. It goes down
so
about my hand length.
Yeah, significant amount of storage. And the way we use that as to organize your systems here. So like you've got your pants and your shirts mostly here, and then what I use these for is like, hey, your bug spray and your iPad and your book and all the things that isn't pants. You have to separate it out.
Yeah.
Mentally that helps me just kind of track things and organize things and feel good about what I've got.
I like that. I like that because having storage is big in a small space.
For sure. Yeah. This one also has porch lights. These little buttons, if you see in there, go ahead, push that button, and if you look under the door, under the deflector, you'll see we've got a rock light.
Oh yeah, there it is.
As the porch light.
Cool.
We do that down low, not up high in your face, because
it'd
you
be
don't want
right
your
here.
face. We want to light the ground.
It's not here. It's
We
down.
ruin your night vision. We want it to work good.
Yeah, and I noticed it's not a harsh, like bright white. It's a yellow.
It's a very warm. It's like 2,700 Kelvin, so it's really warm, like an incandescent light. So it's not going to pierce your night vision.
Yeah.
It's a nice, pleasant, usable light. So on this side, we've talked about the propane tank already. Just putting a little Rotopax fuel center as well. Never hurts to have that along.
And obviously, you guys can match tires for your vehicle.
We can match tires. We can match hub patterns in most cases. And if it's something unique or different, we can use spacers if your locale allows that. Of course. We're using some bigger off-road wheels and tires here. We went with the Vision 7-inch competition wheels, which we really like. And these are the Goodyear Duratrax. It's about a 32, really. It's a 235, 85, 16, so like 20 or 31 and 7/8 or something. But nice big tire, and matches up really, really well with the TIMBREN suspension. Does a good job. This is the trailer end of a max coupler from CU Off-Road, and we always put these receivers in the front of our trailer so that you can choose whatever kind of coupling element you want, whether it's even just a ball or a lock and roll, or in our case we like the max couplers, or a variety of others. The nice thing about these is that you've got full articulation. It goes together with a literal pin. If you get the pin and the cotter in there, it's done. You didn't mess it up. There's no way it's going to decouple on you, no matter what you're doing between the tow vehicle and the trailer. So full articulation this way, then the truck side of it articulates this way and this way. So you've got kind of even redundancy in the articulation.
It's a safety thing too, right? So like worst case scenario, God forbid this thing ever flip, but it wouldn't take your truck with you as well, and flip you over.
Exactly, it's going to let the whole thing go as it needs to. And then, also, it's kind of easy and people do this all the time, they get the coupler on the ball wrong. They just get on the phone, whatever, they mess it up. It's very hard to tell whether you got that cleat underneath the ball or on top of the ball. And if you don't check it, it's a good chance you didn't do it right. And, then I get that phone call, hey, I thought I had it on there, but, so this basically eliminates that, because if the pin goes in, it went in. That's all you need to do.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. And then obviously 7-pin.
7-pin, that's going to do all your backup lights, your trailer brakes, your charging to the battery, as well as all the normal stuff for the towing lights that you need.
Very cool.
We're using the body is made out of Baltic birch, but real Russian Baltic birch. Is not the Korean or the Chinese version, which doesn't hold its body as well over time. We're able to spec this material in with phenolic interior glue, so it's truly marine stable. We've tested offcuts for over a year of full submersion. It does not delaminate.
Oh wow!
Just colors a little bit, but you sand it down just a hair. There's fresh wood inside, so it's very stable. We have super high confidence in it. We also, from the factory, are able to spec it with a baked-in film finish. So they take like a sheet of plastic and they use a UV oven to just bake it right into the wood. Oh, wow. So it's truly stable. It's waterproof, scratch resistant, chemical resistant. It's really great stuff.
That's some tough wood.
Yeah, it's meant for bar top finishes. So you slam the beer glass down. I mean, it's got to stand up to that kind of stuff. Yeah.
That's nice. Thanks for the education, because I didn't even know. I didn't know those specs.
Well, right. You say it's made out of plywood, and people imagine what you go to find at Home Depot. That's not this. This is a different animal altogether.
So, what kind of lifespan are we looking at on something like this then?
We've been in business since 2011, so I can't say with 100% certainty. But we're building this as an heirloom product. We want your kids and their kids to tow it. That's
several generations.
Exactly. This is intended to be a lifetime product, and we're taking every step that we can to ensure that. Obviously. We haven't been around for 80 years to test that thing, but that's the goal.
Yeah, you're on your way though.
We're on our way.
Very cool. So, something like this, ballpark pricing on something like this?
This trailer, as it sits, is about $34,500. The base model version is $15,000. So there's lots of room there to outfit it to your needs, your specs. There's things that we didn't do on this trailer that we could add even, but it has a good complement of what we do offer. And you know, I think especially for this crowd, a lot of these kind of folks aren't looking for Bluetooth and TV and stereo and all that kind of thing. Obviously, we can do all that kind of stuff for the person that needs it, but look, these days, bring your iPad, bring a little Bose Bluetooth box, you're set.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Love it. So we're coming to the end of the video. Let's do like we did last year. We'll give your address, all the contact, website, all that stuff.
Great, yeah. So our website is www.oregontrailer.net. We can be found on Facebook and Instagram with just Oregon TrailR. No E in there and no hyphen or apostrophe or anything, just TrailR. YouTube also, we're trying to promote our YouTube channel. We have a lot of audience growing there, and a lot of people find us via that route. And so it's a nice way to get our name out there and check out our stuff.
Cool. And then can guys come by your location?
Absolutely. We prefer an appointment, so give us a call, 541-357-8895, and we'd be happy to have you come by the shop, show you the tools, show you the space, show you some complete trailers.
Where are you guys located again?
We're in Eugene, Oregon. Yeah, it's a nice spot on the west coast, about halfway up in the middle of Oregon towards the west coast, about an hour from the beach.
Very cool. All right, guys, so that is a full detailed walkthrough of Oregon Trailer. Hopefully I can come by your guys' shop one day and get a factory tour.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, thanks a lot.
We'll go camping.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I've seen the videos where you guys go, man. It's amazing up there. It's God's country up in Oregon.
Yeah, man, it's beautiful.
All right, so we're out of here. Thanks a lot, man. Have a good show, and we'll see you next year.
All right, sounds great.